I'm just telling you, don't step out on the road, okay?
And I'm telling you I don't need a lecture. Go on, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Alright everyone, for the cell phone users out there that have difficulty seeing this because this is dash cam video from a distance, I am wearing a black coat up against that tree line. I'm walking with my dog and the white car pulls up and just lets their two dogs loose. Now, for those that don't understand dog behavior, I'm going to make it real simple for you. If your dog is showing teeth and has its tail erect, not wagging really right when it makes that approach, just like you see in this video here, it's not a friendly dog and you probably shouldn't have it off the leash. Another indication that your dog shouldn't be off the leash is that you can't call them. She's calling them right now, trying to get them off of Murphy and I. And I'm a little angry, to say the least. And of course, the lady told me that her dogs would not hurt mine, despite me having teeth marks on my hand.
Megan 253, 1018. Just going 10-8. 10-4.
Hello. Hello.
Riverside State Police is doing a road safety check.
Okay.
Your driver's license and your insurance with you.
Am I being pulled over?
What's that?
Am I being pulled over?
Well, it's a roadside safety check, so if you have a driver's license, you gotta stop.
Okay, I have a driver's license, but why am I being ID'd?
Well, we're just gonna check it out.
Just gonna check it out.
Yeah, so it's what is it?
Okay. What is it?
Michigan State Police versus SITS.
Really? You're citing Michigan State Police, huh? What's your name?
Trooper Smith.
Trooper Smith. There you go.
Got the GoPro on.
Yep.
Still.
Yeah.
Perfect. You got your insurance with you?
I didn't realize I was gonna have to show all this stuff.
First of Amanda, middle J John, female, 4379 040379.
Hold up.
What do you got going on tonight, sir?
Huh?
What do you got going on tonight?
I am working.
What do you look at?
161 1061.
Right there.
Amanda J. Holmes, white female, date of birth 040379 56190, brown over blue.
Can I pull in right here at Diamond?
Unlawful use of cannabis, illegal transportation of alcohol, no seatbelt, and speeding. Adams County will confirm.
10-3, Megan. Trooper Smith. 244, Megan. 244. That last individual I stopped was on PNP. He was cooperative.
How's it going?
Ask what you're doing?
Video recording a state police safety checkpoint.
Okay. All right, well, just don't step out on the road, okay? You don't have a reflective vest, anything.
Okay, I gotcha. I don't need a lecture, man. I'm not. Am I standing in the road?
I'm just telling you, don't go out on
Yeah,
the
I
road,
know, and
okay?
I told you I don't need a lecture. There's no need to come talk to me if I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm just telling you, don't step out on the road, okay?
And I'm telling you I don't need a lecture. Go on, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Can I get your name? All right. That's fine, man. You want to stir the pot with me? Go ahead and see how bad it can get. Fucking idiot. Boy, they didn't even look at his name. Huh. They have a note here about the jail. Cannabis and/or familiar. Problem is, you can't access the jail from this side. Looks like they've got a little office window here. There we go. They're very wrong. Okay, thank you.
Hey, how are you?
All right, you must be Mr. Niekamp.
Yeah.
I'm Kent. You okay shaking hands through there?
Yeah.
Right. I'm here for the vote count.
Okay.
That's supposed to be at 2 o'clock. Is it in here?
It'll be here.
Like in this lobby or?
It'll be back here once we get a couple more people here. We'll open it up.
Okay. And I have a quick question about the sign. It says no cameras and no cell phones, but there's no statute attached to that. So what would happen if I were to walk in here and they were to tell me my camera's not allowed?
It's more so for voters' privacy when we actually have voting going on.
Okay. But that's only for like when voting's actually going on, and voting isn't going on right now. Awesome. That's reasonable to me.
All right.
I can understand that.
Getting going.
All right, thank you.
Good to talk to you.
Enjoy the conversation.
Thanks, you too.
Charlie, you got it.
Oh, Bill has it. Bill has it.
All right, Ward 7. 3 votes for Ben Uzelak. No votes for Timothy Seamers. No write-in votes.
see that coming.
I did.
Joking.
I'll print extra tape out so you can verify.
Mr. Jones, is this normal to have this many law enforcement here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how's it going? What's your name? What's your name?
He's new.
Oh. Huh? I'm Ken.
Just new guy. Nice to meet you, Ken.
FNG. Yeah.
What's happening? Doing all right?
All right. Yeah.
Been behaving?
Yeah. Since the last little test or issue they had out front, I told QPD I was the best behaved one there that day.
And I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Adrian gave me an interview too. I was like, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. Take care. All right.
Would you be willing to do a quick interview?
You got it.
Sweet.
You've been
man.
waiting for me long enough.
Yeah. I'd sent you an email a while ago. I thought I was gonna have to chase you to your car, but
Oh yeah?
smart
Sorry
move
about
not running from me, man. Truly, because I would have made some money on that. So anyway, my name's Kent, by the way.
Kent.
I've been a resident of Quincy since I was 1.
Okay,
so
sure. I've seen you around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably noticed the YouTube channel stuff.
Maybe.
You didn't know I'm a YouTuber?
No, I kind of see it at city council sometimes though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I go around and test government on Open
Okay.
Meetings Act, FOIA, First Amendment right to record, stuff like that.
Good thing you were here today then.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I was here to check, just to make sure everything was kosher.
Yeah.
Do you know if that's normal for that many law enforcement to be there?
I have no idea.
That was
I
shock
don't
to
normally
me.
come to this because
Yeah.
it's not normally, as I don't want to say critical, but when there's a tie, it's not that every vote
It could have been a contentious thing going there.
Yeah, you never know.
That makes sense.
So
how do you feel about winning on a razor's edge there?
Well, I was prepared to either win or lose. I definitely was not prepared for a tie.
Yeah.
So it's been a pretty stressful couple of weeks.
Awesome.
At this point, I'm just glad that there's a resolution to it.
Okay.
I'm glad that we had an odd number. And I kind of figured either Tim or I would win by 1.
Gotcha.
I didn't figure that all 3 would go to me, but I just kind of figured just based on how the math works that either of us would get 2 and the other would get 1, and either way that would be the end of it.
Yep. Awesome. What do you have planned for the city council now that you got another 4 years on there?
Yeah, so we've actually got several major infrastructure projects that are getting ready to start this spring and all the way through next spring and summer. And so being able to see those through, obviously makes me proud.
Which ones specifically?
So we've got Payson Avenue from 5th to 8th is getting ready to start. Really as soon as the asphalt plant opens, and that's a ground-up rebuild. And that's a project that my seatmate Jack and I have been working to kind of save money aside for literally 4 years.
Okay. It's been long overdue. I've lived here. I know that's a bad road.
And it's needed it for longer than that. But that's one. That just kind of shows how slow government can work sometimes. We literally worked on that one for 4 years to just start to get it
just
done.
to repave a road.
and so future projects. Madison Street really is just awful for most of the length of the ward.
Okay.
And so that's one that we want to try and tackle too, because they've got some pretty major potholes. We still got a few alleys, that we want to work on here and there, but
gotcha.
There's just general infrastructure.
Is there enough funding to go around? I know I just read a report here recently that they were questionable on where the funding was going to come from for all the street projects.
Yeah, it is tough because if you do the math based on where our streets are and like the good, bad, and really bad kind of tiers, in order to get all of our streets back up to a good tier, we'd have to invest like tens of millions of dollars every year for the next several in order to get that done.
Gotcha.
And the only real way to do that is to increase taxes, which obviously nobody wants to do.
No.
It's not really considered a good thing. So the other thing that we can do is try and bring more people to Quincy, and so that's why things like getting a Target here, adding more housing, creating more jobs will drive people here, and then more people will pay taxes instead of fewer people paying more taxes.
Awesome.
And so hopefully that will help fund some infrastructure.
And what about the riverfront project? Is that something that the city council is heavily?
Go ahead.
Oh, how's it going, man? Thanks. Awesome.
There you go. Testimonial.
It happens every now and again.
That's fun.
For those of you guys that didn't know, we just got interrupted by one of my subscribers that follows me, so that's pretty cool.
Neat.
I've signed autographs and done a couple of shots before.
Cool.
Were they selfies or with people?
Yeah,
so,
selfies. Sure.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm trying. I only have 32,000 viewers, so
only
or 32,000 subscribers. I got 5 million views, so I'm getting up there.
Good for you. Yeah.
So back to the riverfront. That's
Yeah.
my main thing. What can you tell me about where we're at on the riverfront? At what stage are we going to get the power lines taken down this year, or
Yep.
are they going to be doing more development down there, or what?
So they are planning on taking the power lines down and burying those. We've got money set aside for that already. And then there's a riverfront committee, and they meet periodically and just kind of talk about the riverfront, look for funding mechanisms. You know, what do we want to do? What do we not want to do?
Okay.
Really, nobody's put a lot of money toward the riverfront yet. Public dollars, I mean.
Okay.
Primarily because we want to finalize the plan, look for grant money and things like that. And most importantly, because we want to phase it out in a way that, you know, the taxpayers aren't really covering all that burden.
Yeah.
You know, some people are in favor of riverfront development and some aren't, so we're trying to find a happy medium, you know, where we can kind of progress it and beautify it a little.
I know for my viewers out there, it's a Mississippi riverfront, and it frequently floods.
Yes.
And investing millions of dollars in something that could be under 10 foot of water or 5 foot of water for several months or a couple of months is probably not the best of ideas. So there's some skeptics out there on whether it's a good idea to develop our riverfront.
Yeah.
Me personally, one of my first stories I published here in Quincy was the raw sewage leaking into our bay, which runs right along that riverfront.
Yes, it does.
And I have heard through the grapevine that the Illinois EPA is aware of that leak. They're aware of that pipe that runs along there. And I actually did a video earlier today pointing out that pipe. Do you know if the city is going to address that issue? They haven't made a peep about it. Sure. I know it's going to cost about, I believe, $32 million was the price tag I heard.
I'll be honest,
I wouldn't swear to God.
Sure,
by
no problem. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about it.
Okay.
I'd
love to show you sometime.
Sure. I'd be, you know, email me and we'll set it up.
Yep.
But I'd kind of refer you to Chuck Bevelheimer or Jeffrey Conte, although I'm sure you've already
Jeffrey Conte is a good guy. I like him. He's very approachable. That's for our viewers out there. Jeffrey Conte is the city engineer, and I didn't like him the first time I met him, but to be quite honest, after I've had to deal with him several times, he's without a doubt a good public official. Yes. Actually, he's a public employee. He's not a sworn official, but he's employed by the city, and he's outstanding. Yes. He's definitely an asset to the city of Quincy. Yep. He's helped me understand some things. I've had water issues, and he's jumped right to it and gotten to it, and got the bad taste out of my water. So that was my main thing I was worried about. And I get that. That happens with every city. I mean, we have piping running through these cities that some was put in 10 years ago, some of it was put in 80 and 90 years ago. Right. And you can't just go ripping up streets. Plumbing is the most expensive thing you can do for a city. Yep. And which leads me back to the large pipe that runs through our beautiful creek there. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people that walk down there that would love to see that pipe removed or buried, or I don't know what they want to do with it. I know it probably shouldn't be there. That's a gorgeous creek we have down there. I used to walk through it until I figured out that was raw sewage pipe. Sure. Yeah. So I didn't know. I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be able to walk through it again, someday in the future.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I guess like to say, I've kind of stated, but I'll state, for you viewers, because they might not follow me.
Yeah, they're new to you. They're all over the place.
Good. I have absolute faith in the elections in Adams County, Illinois.
Okay.
And I always have, and I hope I always will. Certainly our county clerk now does a fantastic job, and I think all the staff does.
Mr. Ryan Niekamp.
Ryan Niekamp, yeah. And I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican. That doesn't really matter to me. No. I think that he does a fantastic job, and I think that these are probably some of the safest and secure elections in the country.
Awesome.
And so I have absolute faith.
It helps being a small town, do you think?
It does.
We kind of know all the players here, guys, so we recognize each other by face. Right. Like Mr. Uzalek here has seen me several times, but he knows who I am, but not really.
Sure. So I do now.
Yeah. And thank you for the professional interview.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're a much higher caliber individual than I thought you were going to be quite honest. I will tell you the truth.
I appreciate it.
I thought I was going to get a shit show video out of you.
Gosh.
But I am actually going to publish this, and I am a right-winger. Sure. I do swing to the right.
Hey, that's all right. I'll still be your friend.
Yep. You're approachable, and I'm approachable right back if you watch my videos, man.
Yeah, I will.
Hopefully you understand that I'm actually really nice most of the time, just like this. And if somebody's getting a lip from me, they probably earned it. So
I get that.
I appreciate.
Likewise.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to give it back, man, because otherwise you'll get walked on. When it comes to politics and media, if you don't stand up for what you believe in, they will walk on you.
I know.
Everyone. Yep. And they'll let the door hit you on the way out.
No kidding.
Too.
Well, they'll kind of kick it too on the way out.
I've actually had that happen to me in Fulton County. I had a board member quite literally try and slam a door on me.
Wow.
Check that video out. It's called Marathon Audit, Corrupt County Officials. I think it's called Corrupt County Officials Get Marathon Audit. It's got
Okay.
250,000 views. It's only a month old.
I'll check it out.